Of course, a lot of that effort is focused on fighting fires from the air. And Denver 7 politics reporter Megan Lopez is live. And Megan, last year they invested $24 million into buying a new Firehawk.
Yeah, that's right, and that would be Colorado's very first Firehawk. California already has 8 with another dozen on order. Those Firehawks are being retrofitted at a facility here in Colorado, actually in Inglewood, but it'll be a while before Colorado's own Firehawk is actually ready to go.
We want to encourage you to get prepared for a wildfire.
It's just about to be Fire Awareness Month in Colorado, a time
with Colorado experiencing large fires
when a bunch of people with badges will beg everyone to be responsible through Firewise campaigns while they brace themselves. For years, major wildfires have been an unfortunate fact of life in Colorado, and for years the state has relied on the federal government's 44 air tankers to help. But recently,
the demand for those assets is getting greater and greater, and we found ourselves in situations where we'd be at a large fire needing support from an air tanker or a helicopter, and it would be in one of the other 19 states in the West.
So last year, Colorado lawmakers took matters into their own hands.
And it was time to rethink the way we do business.
Spending $24 million on a Firehawk, a retrofitted Blackhawk that can drop 1,000 gallons of water and transport a dozen firefighters at a time.
It is a true multi-mission firefighting machine. It's rugged. It was built for battle.
But here's the thing, that Firehawk won't be ready for months. In fact, the company retrofitting it in Inglewood hasn't even gotten a hold of the helicopter yet. And then there's a supply chain to contend with.
There's a global supply chain issue. We've done our best to pre-order equipment and have it on hand by the time the aircraft arrive.
They're expecting to finally get that aircraft next month and then get to work.
It takes anywhere from 6 to 8 months to do that transition into a Firehawk.
It's not expected to be ready until November or December, so too late for this summer. But that's not the only state effort to fight fires from above. Last year, Colorado signed a contract to have the exclusive use of an air tanker and helicopter for 120 days. This year,
we are announcing, I think, some of our most aggressive efforts as in that plan to date.
Along with that contract, plans to expand $20 million in federal funds to extend the contract.
Those funds will go to contracts for additional air tankers and helicopters to quickly and decisively respond to fires before they get out of control.
The state is hoping they won't have to use them, but building up their aviation arsenal anyway and bracing themselves for a hot, dry summer ahead. So there is one potential hiccup to that plan. Those contracts for the air tankers and the helicopters are very competitive. Colorado is going to be competing with states like California that are facing the same hot, the same dry fire conditions, and they're going to be facing the same fire dangers that we and many other western states are facing. So all of that funding sounds nice, but it's really only going to matter if they can secure those contracts, Ann.
Absolutely. Megan, thank you for that. So let's give you an idea of some of the other new technology the state is hoping to bring in to help fight fires. Right now, state lawmakers want to start a pilot program for a remote camera that's a wildfire alert system. The camera system would be used for early detection of fires and would alert planes to hotspots.
Much like a military, here's your target to dump retardant and suppression on it. To put it out before, the traditional way of doing it is firefighters are out there, the afternoon winds come up, the fire, we see a flame front and the smoke, the aircraft are launched. We're trying to get in where we will be doing that much earlier than we ever have been able to do in the past.
And that is only one of several bills state lawmakers have drafted to address fire season. This morning, Governor Polis joined state and local leaders to announce new legislation to help prepare for, respond to, and recover from wildfires. Senate President Steve Fenberg says recent fire seasons have influenced this new legislation.
There's no question we are living through the early stages of the climate change crisis right now. This is in many ways an emergency. We are not going to sit back and watch our state go up in flames, our communities devastated, our neighbors losing everything that they have. We have no choice, and we are eager to continue to take bold action.
So what would this new legislation do? Well, it's called Senate Bill 206. It would create 2 grant funds to help families and businesses rebuild after a natural disaster. It also creates the Sustainable Rebuilding Program, which includes $20 million for building energy efficient structures. The bill would also create the Office of Climate Preparedness to help coordinate disaster recovery efforts. Now, we have our full 360 in-depth coverage posted for you online at thedenverchannel.com, and there you can find links to the full 32 two-page wildfire preparedness plan, as well as a tracker of fires that are currently burning.